Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Music Den. I'm your host, Armando Venditti. Hoping you guys are having a good day. And above all else, that you're looking after yourselves and one another. Ladies and gentlemen, um, we are about to embark on another set of episodes for the Music Den. But before we get into that, I want to welcome to the channel Mr. Santa Claus on the bottom of the screen. And to my left, Peter Frickin' Cottontail. All right. Now, ladies and gentlemen, with the Christmas season upon us, we are going to be going through our 12 albums of Christmas. Sorry, guys. One coffee and I'm still screwed up. So we have gathered 12 albums of the holiday uh, uh, persuasion that we are going to bring to you. So, but before we get into it, again, I'd like to welcome back to the show Mr. Santa Claus. How's it going, Jim?
I'm doing fine. Ho freaking ho.
Oh, freaking ho. And none other than Peter frickin' Cottontail. How's it
Hey,
going?
Armando.
How's it going, Ken?
Glad to be here talking some Christmas music and all that stuff.
Glad that you both are here. And ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have some fun with these episodes. Now, again, everyone knows the song 12 Days of Christmas. Now, we are going to go through our 12 albums of Christmas. So, for the next 12 episodes, we are going to bring to you an album of Christmas music that we feel is important to us or just struck us on a certain level, you know? So as I look at sorry, it's one of those days, guys. As I look at my screen, yes,
We have to
Caveat.
address the elephant in the room, which is what we discussed that we wouldn't discuss because it's just the Mount Olympus of Christmas albums.
that's right. That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, we have agreed among the three of us to not include a Charlie Brown Christmas music done by Vince Guaraldi because it's it's pretty much the again, as Jim said, the Mount Olympus of Christmas albums and Christmas music. So we just thought we would just leave that off the list and go in a bit of a different direction. So we have put together a list, and it's quite the eclectic list from what I can read on the list that I was given. So
Yes.
yes, yes. A bit of a screwed up introduction, ladies and gentlemen, but you know what? It's Christmas. Let's have some fun. And that's what
You've
we're
been
going to do
hitting the
with these
nog too
episodes.
early there, Armando.
What was that?
You've been hitting the nog too early.
Yes, yes. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I spiked my coffee with Bailey's, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry. But all right.
Good
As
choice.
I look on my screen here, who am I going to pick for the for the first day of Christmas albums? Let's go with Jim.
Okay. I will start. So mine are not in any order. In terms of ranking them from like, best to worst or anything like that. I actually do have these ranked so that there's kind of a continuation from day to day and they sort of link. But all of these are delightful in their own ways. I'm going to
Mhm.
start with an album from 2001. And this is from an artist that we covered on a very recent episode here on the Music Den. And this is the California Guitar Trio. And this album has two names depending on when it came out. Um, it's called either 10 Christmas Songs or a Christmas Album. Either one, you get the same quality tunes here. Now, the California Guitar Trio is noted for its incredibly precise playing, diverse playlists, and just an overall level of um,
Intricacy.
intricacy, thank you, that is pretty staggering.
Very
And
much so.
this album is kind of covers the gamut from your usual Christmas standards through classical pieces associated with Christmas to way more modern things. Um, Merry Christmas, Mr. Lawrence, the John Lennon tune, Happy Christmas, War is Over, all the way to, Jesu, Joy of Man's Desiring, and Unto Us a Child is Born.
Yes.
Um, but this is it's a celebratory record. It's just so delightful. It's faithful without being slavish, where it's divergent from, what you would typically expect. It does it without being heretical.
Hmm.
Um, Carol of the Bells, which starts off this album, is a really perfect example. It's precise but loose. It's harmonically rich. It's got a few surprises in there, which surprise and delight. Um, and this record is good for just darn near any occasion. If you're hanging out with family, if you're listening to it by itself, if you've got a gathering of any kind of friends or family, it's an album that just works across the board, and it does a really good job of sort of keeping that spirit of Christmas while being fun and inventive and something a little bit different. So
Hmm.
my first recommendation, 10 Christmas songs or a Christmas album from California Guitar Trio from 2001.
Good choice. Good choice. Yeah, their work. I mean, I'm just new to uh to the group, but their work is stellar, just flawless from what I can hear. Just amazing work. No, good choice. All right, now before I pass it over to Peter Cottontail, I have to point out his background. His background is in reference to a some would say a classic 1983 film called A Christmas Story, directed by
To
Bob.
say to say nothing of his outfit.
Yes, if to say nothing of the outfit, yes, yes. And for those of you who know of the movie A Christmas Story, you know the meaning of the outfit that Ken is wearing. Okay, um, God help us if we all had an aunt like that that gave us a gift like that we just had to wear on Christmas Day. God help us, one and all. Now, over to Ken or Peter Cottontail for his first pick.
Okay. When it comes to Christmas music, um, most of my tastes run based on my age and my education. So that means most of it is old stuff, and a lot of it is not just old, but falls in the classical category. But my first choice is I couldn't decide between these two. Um, there was a gentleman that lived from 1919 to 1991 named Tennessee Ernie Ford. Um, he was very successful and popular in the genres of country western, pop gospel. He's probably most widely known for the song 16 Tons.
Yeah.
That rich bass baritone voice. And in 1958 and 1965, respectively, he released two Christmas albums, one called The Star Carol and the other one called Sing We Now of Christmas. This is the earliest um, Christmas music that I remember hearing as a child. My parents had these two albums. I don't know where I got it from, but my parents weren't really big on, buying records and listening to records and stuff, but they did have these two. Both of them are wonderful combination of traditional Christmas carols and Christmas hymns, and even have some originals in there too, accompanied by orchestra and choir. There again, it's very old fashioned the way a lot of mine are. You're not going to find any Cardi B Christmas songs throughout these next 12 days, I assure you.
Cardi B,
So
good Lord. Okay.
yeah,
It
no,
staggers
no
the
WAP,
imagination.
yeah, no WAP Christmases. But anyway, so if you're in the mood for traditional, I recommend at least these two Christmas albums by Tennessee Ernie Ford. They're still in print. I believe they're streaming, and he has others also. But yeah, this just strikes at my 65-year-old heart. This is Christmas to me.
Is there a tune or two that stand out to you as like the epitome of Tennessee Ernie Ford greatness?
Oh my gosh. Well, like I say, just in general, I think 16 Tons um, uh, is probably the most widely known. As far as the
Well,
Christmas
yeah,
albums,
yeah,
um, uh, actually, the title songs for both albums, A Star Carol and Sing Me Now of Christmas, there are some songs on one of them. There's a beautiful one called Little Gray Donkey, which, um, you know, which really appealed to me as a kid. There's a beautiful song called Some Children See Him,
mm,
which is wonderful because it explains that, um, and it's Christian in theme, in that children see the baby Jesus as themselves. If the child is Chinese, he sees the baby Jesus as a Chinese child, and a lot of uh, a lot of people throw a lot of shade when someone shows a portrayal of Jesus as a white person. Well, if you've only known white people, you can relate to that. And so, I think it's a beautiful, plus it serves as a beautiful lullaby. And
yeah.
it's a song with a message that I think everybody needs to embrace. So, but yeah, this, like I say, old fashioned. This is me up and down for the
Okay.
first for day 12.
All right. No, that's fine. That's fine. Um, my pick for day 12, ladies and gentlemen, is Carpenter's Christmas Once More. This is a reissue of Carpenter's Christmas album that came out 1978. Now, this has been re-released, remixed for 2024. This is an actual 2024 remix of this album. 16 tracks in total. This just came out about 10 days ago, and I got myself a copy of it.
Right.
Again, Christmas Once More. I've always loved Karen Carpenter's voice. I mean, you can like, for example, you can like Led Zeppelin and you can like the Carpenters, okay? There's like the musical diversity is the key, right? To me, her voice just was like butter, okay? And it was just angelic, okay? Um, song, I mean, and a lot of these compilations or these albums have pretty much a good amount of them pretty much have the same songs repeated, just done in different
Right.
arrangements. It came upon Midnight Clear, Happy Holiday, the Christmas Waltz, Sleigh Ride. Uh, you know, it's Christmas time, sleep well, little children. Have yourself a merry little Christmas, which is one of my favorites. Actually, the Pretenders do a really good version of that on another
Yes.
compilation. um, Santa Claus is coming to town. Merry Christmas, darling. All these songs are all fantastic. And what is really good about this album is the tracks are all sequenced into one another. So it's one continual playlist,
Oh,
track 1 to track 16. So do yourselves a favor, get your hands on this. It's like 22.99 on Amazon. Um, and if, a little footnote, if you're in Canada and, dealing with the mail strike, you can, and if you're a Prime member on Amazon, you can still get it because they still deliver to you if you're a Prime member. Okay. So just a little footnote for that. But I just feel that this album, I listen to it and I just think, yes, it has the choir, the choir is behind them, and Merry Christmas, Darling is done with the Royal Philharmonic Orchestra. Um, some people would call it a little corny, but it is Christmas. And this is the perfect album where it's like snowing outside. You really have nowhere to go. Just sit back on the couch, you know, with a coffee or a drink and just listen to the album and just let yourself go for the ride because her voice is flawless. Okay. Um, that is my pick for the first day of 12 Albums of Christmas. Carpenter.
Not to mention the classic Carpenter's harmonies.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah, I
Her harmony work with her brother Richard Carpenter. My God, yeah, it's just amazing.
yeah,
It's the
yeah.
sounds.
78 when the original album came out. That was my senior year of high school. This album was everywhere.
Yeah, and
Rightfully so.
this
Rightfully so.
this album is new to me.
Mhm.
It's new to me. I was looking
That's
for
cool.
some Christmas albums to purchase for the house, just to have, to listen to them. Um, and yeah, this came up on my feed. I'm like, oh, I gotta get this. This is gonna be
Sweet.
really good. And it is. It is flawless from track 1 to 16. It is beautiful. Simply beautiful. Majestic even. I'll even
Yeah.
venture to say. So
If folks don't know about the Carpenters and the beautiful arrangements and vocal harmonies that Richard and Karen did, boy, do yourself a favor. I mean, we're talking, you know, Beach Boys and, Carpenters, like maybe either a hair above or a hair below.
yeah,
It's just absolutely astounding stuff.
yeah, yeah. It's amazing, guys. Like
Absolutely.
seriously. Listening to this just to get my notes ready for this set of episodes. It was snowing outside. It was early. It was like 8 o'clock in the morning. It was snowing outside. I was freezing, but I mean, I was all bundled up and just listening to this. I thought, oh, this is perfect. This is perfect. So yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Thanks.
So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Day one of our 12 albums of Christmas. Uh, guys, we're just having fun with these episodes, okay? As you can see, from Peter
Hard
from
to tell.
Cottontail and Mr. Santa Claus down below. Um, please put down in the comments your picks for Christmas albums if this is your forte. And we want to wish you guys all the best and have a Merry Christmas and please be safe over the holiday season. We will be back for day 2 of 12 albums of Christmas. All right. See you soon. Bye for now.